Hello and welcome to a quick tutorial on the box fight, because this is one of those fights which newer runners for Fusion really struggle with. So I'm going to go for two quick killer methods. One of them is going to be a pretty beginner friendly one, pretty simple one that you can pick up. The other one's the more advanced one. I'm going to go over a much more advanced quick kill method. So start out with, this is how the pretty straightforward one looks. So I'm going to start off with the easy one. This one is pretty straightforward, and this one starts with a charge shot. And that's what that one looks like when done kind of decently. That wasn't the best you can do it, but it's acceptable. That's good enough fight. That one's perfectly fine. So, quick thing to note about this fight is, to start out, in the background is a couple of little circle things. I use the bottom right one as my cue on where to jump. And yeah, because box jumps out in around the middle one. There we go, just past the middle one, and the box jumps out in it. So why we start off with a charge shot instead of a super missile is charge shot doesn't actually shorten the time to kill box, because box is 300 health, charge does 20 damage when it's just the projectile, and super missiles are 30 damage, so it's 10 supers to kill. Charge doesn't shorten or lessen how many super missiles it takes to kill, it's still 10 super missiles. But why we use charge over supers is charge beam is actually 2 projectiles. If you look at the door, there's 2 splashes. Those are 2 projectiles. That means it's a far bigger hitbox. It's so much easier to hitbox with charge shot than it is a super missile. So let me try and start with a super. I did get one, but the first one tanked, and I did that wrong. But yeah, it's much riskier trying it with a super missile. The margin for error is much higher. Trying it with supers, as you can see, I tanked 2 again. And with supers, with all missiles in this game, in fact, you can't have more than 2 on a screen at a time. I'm just going to mash B when it gets to the end. I am mashing B, and when there's 2 on the screen, you can see Samus's arm cannon just kind of like trying to fire like. So one last thing I want to note about this part of the kill, this method for the kill, is don't try killing it too far away from its kill location. If you make it jump across here, don't want to damage it any extra. Don't want to let it do the bomb then like I did. So bring it across and then bring it back. Kill it here. So you don't actually want to kill the box as quick as possible if you don't manage to kill it here. You don't want to keep firing when it's down here, because yeah, its walk is much slower than its jump. Like, this is taking a long time to get across and then jump across. So you want to let it jump back. So if you don't manage to kill it here, move forward and then kill it, because the jump is much quicker. So that's the normal method, that's the straightforward method. That one's easy. Here's quick kill box. I use the same jumping cue, the bottom right, and then yeah, get into its hitbox and just fire missiles away at it. So that one wasn't the cleanest, but it's a bit of a demonstration. So I want to start out firing 2 missiles down into it, and then for the 3rd shot I do a diagonal down. So optimally you do like a bit of a quarter circle movement into box, but the damage boosting is quite hard to deal with starting off with. So That's what I do the diagonal down shot for. And there's a 2-round. So, yeah, for the third shot, a diagonal down, and then you shoot straight on 2 more shots. Ideally, you get 5 in, but as you can see, with the risk of this strat, is you take quite a lot of damage. There is a risk for a lot of damage. Especially with that first demonstration that I showed, I was on 74 health from 2 health, from 2 E-tanks full. You can avoid taking damage by jumping out as you do the 5th shot, but it's also quite tricky to time that last missile at the same time as the jump. If you don't get the 2-round, but you do manage to jump out, or if you do like have 1 shot left, one thing I do is I get hit by the bomb box fires intentionally, because it's much less damage than what box dishes out itself. About half the damage, I believe. So that's the tutorial on box. Hopefully you get some value out of it. Quick kill is pretty tricky to explain, but hopefully the demonstration helps. And yeah, if you want more of these, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be doing more of You Like It or Not. I'm going to be doing Arachnus, I'm going to be doing Nightmare, I'm going to be doing Notori, Yakuza, and yeah, Ceres especially is one of those bosses that newer players tend to struggle with, that I'm going to try and explain for you. So yeah, if you like this strat, if it helps you out, and if you are new to Metroid Fusion speedrunning, then keep an eye out on more guides, and we'll start doing some more. So yeah, been me, I'm Shmade. Have fun with Fusion. Bye bye.